Welcome back to the channel, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 100K. Let's fucking go. And at 100K, we are gonna have a party, a nice chat, a live stream, and it's gonna be good. And then after that, we're gonna continue to carry on and talk about a lot of stuff. So anyways, in this video, I wanna talk about relationships, relationship dynamics, the way men and women think today, and the way, and the reason why things are going the way they are, in the ways that we're seeing them happen today. So, bro, people's egos today are through the roof. And it's funny because when you're actually in a relationship, a healthy one, it can actually dissolve your ego in many ways, and it can make you see the reality of how things actually have to work and operate in a relationship that is going to work and be sustained long term. The way you see majority of women act today is like out of this world, egotistical. If they were actually being themselves, bro, they don't realize how much more attractive they would be. It seems like they have to act so hard. It seems like they have to act so tough and macho and successful and everything else, and they think they're portraying themselves to be more attractive when it's doing the exact opposite. Because men like women who know their place. They know when to talk, when to not, because it's important for both men and women. I don't say it because men can just dominate every situation and everything else, and women have to be very particular. No, it's for both. Men have to know how to talk, when to talk, and when to not, which they usually do a very much better job of. Women, not so much. And it's because they're far more emotional, but it causes problems. It causes unnecessary tension. It causes unnecessary stress. It can literally ruin days. It can ruin weeks. It can do a lot of things that just shouldn't be happening. And it seems damn near impossible for the majority of men today to find women who know how to act. Which is why they see what's out there. Most men get in some talking stages. Most men see what most women are like. They just don't want relationships anymore because women cannot drop their egos. They can't see themselves and their faults and what they do and put a stop to it. It's like they're just so caught up in their emotions, they won't listen to a man, they won't do nothing. They won't make anything better, they won't fight for nothing. And you guys are seeing the result of what is happening in modern day society. This is why men don't want relationships no more. It's the attitudes of what is in front of them. It's all the problems. It's how much better they feel when they're not around women. And the funny thing is, if they had the right woman in their life, they would feel better than even being alone. But having something toxic, having something abusive in your life is far worse than being single. Being single overrides abuse every day of the week. Because when you're being toxically manipulated, when you're being abused, when you're being gaslighted, when you're being narcissistically abused, emotionally manipulated, driven crazy, it's going to bring you down to the lowest of the lows. We've all been there. We've all had to go through those things. We've all seen what that's like. Fortunately for me, I have figured things out very early, very quick. Which is why I do so many calls with men today, even some women, on certain situations. And it's important to know these things so you don't get caught up so hard and get beaten down to a pulp. Because it can happen to you, bro. If you don't know what's going on, it can happen. As long as you know what's going on, no one can really have much effect over you whatsoever because you know what's going on. That's what's important. You can't get hurt if you see what's happening. If you don't see what's happening, if it's an accumulation of abuse and you don't notice it, you're gonna get screwed. You're gonna get absolutely obliterated and beaten to a pulp, and it's gonna end bad. So, this is the majority today, and I'm not saying all men are perfect or nothing like that, because a lot of men today, bro, even a lot of young guys, they need more time. In the day we're living in today, bro, people don't see the work that they have to do. It's all about enjoyment. It's all about even people that go into the gym. It's like, it's about enjoying it. It's about everything's just fun and enjoyment, and go to the gym and not try so hard and drink an energy drink before and be weak and be brittle and all this stuff. Like, bro, take a protein shake to the gym, take your water, take your headphones or your earplugs or earmuffs or whatever you wear for music, or none at all, and just go to battle by yourself. You don't gotta sit around drinking the perfect energy drink beforehand and doing silly things. It's just unnecessary after a while. Like, once in a while, sure, just whatever, one time, but it's like, bro, just, men don't know how to focus today. Men don't know how to just engrave themselves in that grind to thicken their skin, to work through days without needing any fun like that. And it's not about not having no fun. You just have to know how to go to work sometimes and just not do much else but go to work. Because that's what makes you a man. That's what builds you into a man. It's about learning. It's about growth. It's about hard work. It's about thicker skin and intelligence. And we need more of that in the world. And it also takes longer for men to build themselves than it does for women, because women don't need to work so hard to build themselves, to prove themselves to be successful in order to be attractive, but men do. So it takes men longer. There's a lot of young guys today. They have lots of potential. They're doing the work, but they just need more time. And it's these types of guys that are going to win in the end. I was that type of guy whenever I was young. I was on a different level than a lot of young guys today. Like, hands down, on a different level. Because I know what these guys are doing. I know what these guys are involved in. Bro, I was absolutely on a different level of focus, of discipline. My physique was on a different level. My mindset was on a different level. My overall focus and my will to win was on a different level. But still, I was that guy. I was proving myself. I was solid. Even whenever I was 19, 20, 21 years old, I was solid. I did a lot of work. Wasn't where I wanted to be just yet, because it's gonna take every man time to get there. That's what it is. But anyways, relationships today, bro, are so complicated. The market is insane. It's like you're just looking at everyone, and it's like you're just picking and choosing like what you want. And what I think everyone should do today is be very serious about their individual life. Be more focused on your career, on your businesses, on your passions, your hobbies, your sports, whatever you do, more than anything else. Do the things that you want to do. Do the things that's going to help you grow. Spend lots of time on educational content, the right books, the right things. And this is going to do you wonders. It's going to do you better than you could possibly think. And as you grow yourself and establish yourself, you're going to be that guy that can pick and choose who he wants. You're going to have women throwing themselves at you. Throwing themselves at you. They're going to be hitting you up. They're going to be texting you. They're going to be messaging you. You can do whatever you want. Literally, whatever you want. That is the point. You will get yourself to as a man because you have become rare. You have your shit together, you look good, you're successful, you're smart, ambitious, you got a bright future. Everything is just lined up. You are what all the women want. You can pick one. You can pick the one you want. You can be patient. You can pick the one you want. That's the leverage you will have as a man in this type of a situation. Promise you that. And as for women, they have to be more self-aware of themselves, which they have a very, very, very hard time doing. And it's very narcissistic to not see that, to think you can just act however you want, do whatever you want, behave however you want, which is what a lot of them do today. And it's ridiculous. But to be attractive as a woman, you must have some fairly high amounts of self-awareness. You have to know what men want. You have to change. You have to be better. Because if you don't, and if you want to stay narcissistic in your little ways and think you can just act however you want, it's not going to be attractive in the eyes of a man that you want. Guess what? He had to do the work. He had to become who he is today. He had to be self-aware enough to know, I have to build myself into that person. You have to do the same thing, but it's in different ways. But it's about being self-aware. That's what it's about. I don't know what's going on out here. There's a huge truck outside. They're building extra condos right across the road. It's probably what's happening. But anyways, this is why men are walking away from women, bro. It's not that they don't want a woman. They don't want the women that are out there today. They don't want an unself-aware, narcissistic parasite who's going to act however she wants and cause a load of problems. That's not cute. That's not attractive. That's not even manageable. It's not doable. They literally think they can do whatever they want. And you know what? You can. You can do whatever you want while being single. So if you want to be single, go ahead. You want a relationship? You have to know what to do in order to get it. Just like men. You do too. Everybody does. You have to be impressive. You can't turn off the person you're trying to attract. You can't do stupid things that's going to cause a bunch of problems. It's about self-awareness and knowing who a man is, what he wants. And if you don't want to be that, you can be single. Or you can pick a lesser man, because that's what you're going to do. And guess what? You're not even going to like the lesser man. You'll be with him thinking it's good, and then it's not good. And then you're going to want to leave. That's exactly what's going to happen. Same thing vice versa. Men have to be what men are. And you can't complain if a woman loses attraction, because you have to be what she wants. You have to be what she needs. People have to take this into consideration and drop their egos and actually listen to your partner. Both. You have to continue to be who you are and do your work, but you have to listen to what they have to say. How could you be better? What could you have done different to make things better? Etc., etc. But I fully understand why most men today don't want relationships. There's women today that don't want relationships. And I think men don't want them because they know what women have become. Women don't want them because they don't want to change. That is what's going on. It's not that men don't want relationships because they have to start to do things to impress a woman. Men literally want to do that to begin with. Men literally want to be romantic. Men literally want that woman that they can do those things with. Women don't want to change their ways to impress a man. Men want to impress women. Women don't care to impress a man. They want to stay acting the way they do. They want to be rude, loud, obnoxious, unappeasable. And just, they're out there wilding, bro. This isn't every woman alive. It's just most that's out there today. It's the way they are. And any normal woman will tell you the same thing. That's how most women are. That's what they say. Because they are the self-aware ones that are rare enough to know most women actually behave that way today, and they don't care. And they're gonna get older. They're not gonna be able to get nobody. They're gonna start to feel all that adversity. Oh my God. Because they're getting older. They're getting less attractive in the eyes of men. They're gonna start to panic. They're gonna start to want to change their ways. But they won't. They will fake change their ways when they haven't even changed. They won't do it. They fake that they're improving and being more attractive. They do all those things, but they actually don't. They will never change. You cannot teach an old dog new tricks. You can't. They're set in stone. They are who they are. They're off the market, bruh. For the men they want, the men that they want are not gonna want them, and that's how it's gonna be. Hence why I'm making this video. Most men don't want relationships no more. Time has passed. We just gotta hope the younger generation's gonna do better. It doesn't look like that's happening. It does not look like that's happening whatsoever. But anyways, guys, best of luck to everybody who actually want proper relationships, successful relationships. Hopefully to God, you guys get what you want, because it is rare pickings out there, bro. It is very, very rare. But at the exact same time, it only takes one person, bro. It can happen at any time. It takes one person. And any given time, that could happen. That could come your way. Anytime. And when you have that, you're gonna look out there again and you're gonna be like, damn, if I didn't have this, there's nothing else out there. That's how rare it is. But it only takes one. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.